Tracy, there's always one. Now, welcome back, everyone, for the final time this season. Welcome to the Part of the Pride and Aston Villa Women podcast. And thank you for spending your Thursday evening with us. I do know it's the second Eurovision semi-final tonight, so thank you for choosing us. But please feel free to dual screen. I'm currently getting angry messages from people that I'm not watching it, so I can't give live updates. But I chose you guys. I chose Aston Villa and talking all about it. So tonight we are discussing our incredible 5th win in a row, reminiscing through our favourite memories of the season, and saying goodbye to 4 Villa legends and thanking them for what they've done for us, and of course looking ahead to the summer transfer window as well. But before that, joined by, it seems like, all of the panel tonight, which is fantastic. How are we all? Are we good?
Aye.
Yeah.
Oui.
Lots of thumbs up. Yes.
I've just realised you can't read my shirt, and then I've just realised it's because the boxes are square.
Okay, what should you like them to be?
No, I just couldn't figure out how a minute ago I could read it, and now I couldn't. I was like, did I move my laptop? I can't remember.
We can be circle if you like.
This is I like that.
We can be bigger. There you go. You see the shirts now.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
Hey, no, but there. We fill up the screen now. It's good. It's fine. Hey, live editing. Do you want that?
I like the widescreen because then I can get this in.
Hey, is that going to go behind you, Tracy?
Oh, I meant to bring my thing.
Will do eventually, yeah.
My shelf, the shelf I've been talking about for a year, I've finally got one, and it will be going up in time for the new season. So everyone's got to come back and watch us in September, because then I will have a shelf and I can display stuff, which will be great. No one can beat Emily's, of course, because I feel like
mine's time because I don't have enough space to hang my shirts. I might go hang them here.
I think you should get a neon sign, Freya.
Say what?
Part of the Pride pod.
It could have been anything.
It could be, but I think that'd be better.
No, I'll just get to say something really random, and then people can ask me what it means. But yeah, Part of the Pride in neon, purpley claret as best as I can do. Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll think about it for next season. Now, the first thing we'll get the sadness out of the way. We've all said how we're pretty much sidelined by the emotion for the actual match. 4 legends of Villa have officially announced their departures. Dan Turner, who was celebrated with her 150th WSL appearance. Rachel Corsie, who's also been called up to the Scottish national team, by the way. So great swan song for her. Jordan Nobbs and Maz Pacheco as well. All 4 will be leaving at the end of their contracts. We've heard some mixed things about what may have led to the end of those, or whether it was just the club going in a different direction. Nick, though, you decided you didn't like one of the ones and want to do something about it. So can you tell the good people what you've been up to this week?
Well, right. I didn't like any of them. But the one I disliked the most was Maz Pacheco. I can't see a constructive reason for not giving her a contract unless they're literally just trying to not spend any money. It's the only thing I can think of is they're going to keep Sarah Paula, and then just Noelle can be the one person that covers injuries. So I know that I'm stabbing in the dark, and I know it's naive positivity, just clutching at straws, but I started a petition to save our Maz. If anyone, there's a QR code. I don't know how else to share it that no one can see that. I'll put it in the comments. Put it in the comments somehow. We have 409 signatures so far. Signatures do include relatives of Rachel Daly, Kirsty Hansen, Miri Taylor, and a member of the coaching staff has signed it, which to me shows that people in the club aren't happy about the decision either.
Yep.
I've tagged as many bigwigs as I know to tag on Twitter.
Yeah.
And intend to do the same on LinkedIn. But I don't know if my work will be happy with that, but I'll do it anyway. I Our Maz's brother is quite a supporter of the petition as well. So another bit of proof that it's people don't like the decision.
Yeah, we spoke to him outside the ground, didn't we?
Yeah, we did speak to him outside the ground. And he's liked it and shared it and signed it. And I think if anyone follows him on social media, he's quite vocal about the decision. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. If anyone knows any more bigwigs that I can tag or send it to, then get in touch with, I guess, Freya to get in touch with me.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because the rumor was, and alleged, of course, that she was only told, was it the day before that she was actually going?
Mm-hmm.
And you just think, if you're prepping one of your players to kind of leave, one, that's just a bit disrespectful. Well, it's very disrespectful. But also, you're expecting them to then play in a big game, last game of the season, and you're not giving them enough time or giving fans enough time to then say goodbye. So yeah, are we being too sentimental, or was that a pretty naff decision by the club, that really short notice?
Yeah, I think so. And also,
right.
Well, someone's got to be.
It also doesn't. It's not like she's just sat on the bench. Like since Natalia's been in, first she was injured, so she wasn't playing. But since she's been back fit, she started in every match,
every game.
So,
are there any rumours as to why the decision's been made at all that I've missed?
No,
none.
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
No, none at all. And you just think the 4 have been announced. We've got others that were at the end of their contracts, so maybe there's still discussions and things like that, maybe over wages or whatever. But a lot of it has to be rebuilding, isn't it, for the summer, because we don't want to find ourselves in another position as we were in, which we will cover. But yeah, it's a strange one, because Maz is such a central part of the team and a good player. And like you said, she's starting. She's not someone who you see once in a blue moon. She's, such a massive part of it. So the fact that they've made the decision to let her go, I don't know what, what their plans are to do next.
But there's obviously a reason.
Yeah.
We're obviously not privy to those reasons. But...
Yeah. So unless they just
feels like,
yeah, go on.
It just feels like they've not really included her in the conversations of it, because from what we heard, I overheard it when she was meeting some of the fans, that it wasn't her choice, it wasn't her decision. And from reading like her actual goodbye post as well, it just kind of feels like that she was just told that they weren't renewing it. There was no kind of conversations behind it. Obviously there would have been, but it just feels in a way that she hasn't been included. A decision that involved her, which is...
I feel like even Natalia hasn't been included, because Natalia literally made a position for Maz. Like, she was just like, you're going to be left wing back. Like, that she changed the whole format, and Maz was included.
She was so professional on Sunday, like, was in everything that she did, from the moment she walked onto the pitch. Just her whole demeanour, the way she carried herself under the circumstances. You can't knock her. She was proper professional.
So
she really was.
Yeah, making the most of every moment left as part of the team. Yeah, I thought that as well.
I love Paula. Like, Maz is the best left back in the squad. Why would you weaken yourself?
Well,
definitely,
Makes absolutely no sense.
No. Unless they think they're going to go out and find the world's best left back ever and start replacing the whole squad, and maybe this is the start of it.
I feel like Paula is a different sort of player than Maz. Like, she was getting forward when she was starting, but I don't know, I just feel like Maz has more pace and is more suited to the wing back, which is looks like the direction that we're going in with the formation.
Yeah, and you think if that's the plan, surely keep the players that fit the plan and have proven themselves in that plan as well. But yeah, we're gonna really miss all 4 of them. Did anyone want to
there's going to be any more?
Well,
I
they've
think
got-
so.
yeah,
I
we've
think
got-
there will be.
Good. Come on, Tracy. We're getting over this. Let's not think of any more heartache just yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're still recovering from being cancer, and now this has happened.
I know there's too much. We'd finally got to a good, happy, winning place, and then the rug was pulled from underneath us. The players leaving, and now possibly more. Yeah, because there was Lucy Parker's comment, wasn't there, on the post
Where are
earlier,
we
being like,
going?
so where we're going next? And it's like, I hope you mean the royal we, and not not the pair of you actually leaving together. But again, that's all up in the air, isn't it? So there's Kirsty, there's Lucy Parker, there's Lucy Stan, Rachel Daly, Sarah as well. And you just think they're key players to the squad, but who's actually making the decisions?
Yeah, you get the impression that
Squad? If they all leave, we don't have a squad.
That's why it's so
We're
vital.
on our bare bones.
Well, that's the thing. We haven't got the money to replace them. Sorry, Emily, what were you saying?
I was gonna say you get them because they announced those 4. They're the ones that they presumably didn't offer anything to.
Yeah.
So the others, they've maybe offered them stuff, and now it's in their, the players and the agents' ballpark what they do with it.
Yeah, and where this next step is, because it's usually end of May contracts run out, so there's still about a month-ish of wiggle room to play with, and probably just before the Euros we'll have some announcements. But yeah, I just hope the right resolutions can be made from the club, and they can kind of step up and really see what the team need, and what we can't throw away. Yeah,
like I've said it when the news came out, but like it's not just positional that we need to replace them, and we needed to strengthen in defence anyway, and now we've lost half of it.
Yeah,
but it's not just that position, like for like we need to replace. Like those 4 players have God knows how many caps and experience between them.
Yeah,
like those are 4 huge. Even Maz, with respect to Villa, I know she's a younger player, but she's been at the club for so long.
Yeah,
there's so much experience in the dressing room that you're losing.
Yeah, and one of those big personalities in the dressing room. I know we all said it when Rusha left, regardless of why that may have happened. Such a big personality. There's going to be a massive void when those people move on, and then it takes time for the team to rebuild, doesn't it?
Like, obviously, Corsy's been out injured for most of the season, but players like Dan, they're always just there in the background. She's been available for every single match we've played this year, and when she's been needed, she's like stepped into the team, and she's she's got 150 WSL appearances now, so you can't just replace that as easily.
We've got no age either.
Down her dad was filled in at left back, she's filled in at centre back. She's sort of covered every different injuries that we've had. That sort of depth that they crying out for. But it's like we need to double up on everything now.
Like I love Dan Turner. I mean, she's not like, she just sort of steps in and gets the job done.
She's not
like
she's
not featuring on many people's highlight reels probably, but like I'd even felt bad at the match on Sunday because Saturday, whenever it was, all the other 3 sort of got their moment, if you like. Obviously Maz with a goal and the other 2 getting subbed on, and Dan Blesser just played the whole 90 minutes, and that was it. And she sort of didn't get that.
And you're right though, what she does, but just quietly goes about it and doesn't expect the fanfare, does she? But she needs more. So incredibly underrated. Danny's put in the chat, thank you, Danny. Is Marissa Ewers the one to decide? Corsi was having what looked like a really serious conversation with her after the game.
Well, I hope so, because I've tagged her in my petition and I shouted at her for the match. She walked past me and went, "We want Maz!"
You there, you with the decision-making skills. Come on. But that's the thing. You want the people. Sorry, Gary, you're breaking up. What was that?
Says American skills, and I said skills was questionable.
There we go. Yes. True. Yes.
Yeah, let's not say that we've made any good decisions.
It's been a year. It's been a season, hasn't it? And hey, we're gonna talk all about it. Don't you worry. So I think what we should start with is we'll talk about the match. We'll talk about the match at the weekend, the 5th win in a row, where it ended 3-1 against Brighton. Now, we've seen what Brighton can do. We know how tricky they can be. We know how physical they can be. They too had beaten Arsenal because, we beat Arsenal. We beat them. And, we were both coming into this thinking, we can do this. Why not? Why can't we? And did we all feel really positive ahead of this game? Because I think that was a general consensus, wasn't it? That why can't we get a 5 out of 5?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And what a nice feeling to have as a Villa fan, eh? So let's have a look. So it was Ebony Salmon, of course, opened the scoring within the 5th minute again. And I just feel this second half of the season for Ebony, she's really shone, hasn't she? And just
she's been so good.
She's grown into that player that we saw snippets of now and again, but now she's in a system where it works. Again, thank you, Natalia. And it's clicking and it's working, and the confidence there is fantastic.
She seems like a lot happier as well.
Yes.
I know we're winning and stuff, but
yeah,
which makes it easier to be happy. Yeah.
Her friendship with Chastity's got a lot to do with that. They're quite sweet, aren't they, together?
They are.
Yeah,
they're like peas and
the naughty kids at the back of the bus.
Yeah. Always like when they come out for warm-ups or whatever they're doing, it's always those two at the back just giggling at something.
And you know what? I think for a while as well, when it was so tense and we often talked about it doesn't feel like there's much of a relationship between the team. They don't feel like a team. So for the difference now to be like, they've got like their little groups and they're happy and everything that they're doing is fantastic. Michelle Adjeman, of course, came really close to the equaliser, and you thought, right, okay, Brighton they're gonna try something here. However, I will say Katie Robinson, Nick, we know we know that Nick appreciates her. I was impressed this game. I will commend her because there was a lovely ball in from her to find Chastity in the box. He cut it back for Rich for 2-0. When we were 2-0 up, was the feeling there that we can get another couple of goals in? Like how was that in the stadium for anyone who was there? Oh, we've got nods, we've got shakes of the head. So Emma, we'll come to you first, and then we'll come to Nick.
I thought, well, it was so we scored the first one, and then we kind of stopped attacking, and I was like, oh no, like surely we're not going to do this. Like we want 5 out of 5, and surely the players want 5 out of 5 here. Then we scored the second one right before half time, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, wait, there's a whole 45 minutes to go here. We were all so positive going into the second half, like going into half time. So I was like, surely we'll just come out like that team talk's got to be positive, because although we stopped attacking for probably about 15-20 minutes, we were still 2-0 up. So I was like, okay, we've got to come out and just start pushing, because surely the players here want the 5 out of 5. So I didn't ever let my doubts drop, which is something that I haven't said for most of the season, even though we've been winning at the back end as well.
Yeah.
I've been trying not to be optimistic. So yeah, I was quite positive.
Quite positive it was going to continue. Nick, how about you then?
See, we've got a history with Brighton, and it normally ends in a card. And cards don't go in people's favours. And it was very apparent that Michelle Adjeman was auditioning for the part of Brighton's thug. Now Poppy Pattinson is going. So it was like the decision. I couldn't tell going into half time. I was just like, either she stays on, she gets a card and we kick their backsides, or she winds someone up, probably Noelle, because they were battling quite a lot, and she gets a card and they join us, or he does the right thing, takes her off, and they don't score against us.
She should have got sent off.
Almost happened.
100%.
Yeah, it was that was. I'm just expectant for red cards when we play Brighton because that's what we do.
Well, we normally do. Yeah,
2-0 against Brighton means nothing until you know that it's going to stay 11 people on both sides of the pitch.
Yeah. So let's talk about that then, because in the chat, across socials, that kind of thing, everyone was going, how was Michelle Adjuman still on the pitch? So Tracy, for you, she was subbed off at half time, but should it have been a sending off in?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. 100%. I think the referee was very, very lenient, in my opinion anyway.
It was an interesting call, because when the ref was having that discussion with her, and you just think, if you're having that discussion, you're bringing the captain over. It's clearly a serious thing. Like, come on. But yeah, no, decision was keep her on, and she was subbed off at half.
I have a feeling. Mind you, Rachel scored in the dying minutes of the first half, didn't she?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, she should have gone. She should have been sent off. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Emma, you definitely agreed with it. Emily, did you agree with that as well? So you're nodding?
Yeah, I think she'd had quite a lot of chances before she even got the yellow, to be honest. So.
That's true. Yeah.
Like she was playing well. She was definitely their most attacking threat. Like, I remember, I think it was at half time, Nick, you said, like, or maybe later on in the match, like, if she'd stayed on, I think it would have been a slightly different second half.
Yeah,
but
because she's still that threat, isn't she? Still that threat in front of her. So yeah, so never mind. Her loan has ended. She has gone back to Arsenal. Same with Bruno Villamala.
They'll keep her next season.
They've got to, haven't they? Because again, transfer window summer season upon us. So yeah, we'll have to keep up to date with her and where we can get these loans from. Would we take her if she was loaned to us?
Yes.
Yeah. But do we need any more forwards?
We don't. No.
Do we need more forwards? Ones that score. Yeah.
Depends what happens with Kirsty, doesn't it?
We keep on sending.
Well, that's okay.
I worked out the conversion rates of the people that have shot earlier, and yes, we do need more forwards. Looking at the maths and how many shots turned into how many on target and turned into how many goals because I'm a geek. Yes, we need new forwards.
Hey,
I feel like we need to know these numbers now.
Well done. Sorry, what was up?
I said I feel like we needed to know that. Has she got the numbers?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We'll come on to it. Emily or Gary?
Nick, you've done the numbers for this season, but we only started playing football the last 5 games, so you really just should have concentrated on them. We actually need a striker because, Rachel was scoring, Ebony was scoring, Chastity was scoring, Nunes was doing what she does best, sitting on the bench.
Gabby.
Who Gabby?
Hey, she should have had a goal.
Gabby is a talent, to be fair, but she did spend
She just
ready
needs
for
to
the English League.
That's her problem.
She wasn't ready to be picked.
No, and it's you can be a really good player, but it's do you fit the system? Do you fit what's trying to be played? What's trying to go on? I will say though, this is perfect time for this question. If we'd started the season with Natalia, what do you think the season would have looked like? Did we have to kind of have the loads to then get that high, do you think? Or do you reckon we could have
probably
for it?
I reckon we could have been definitely 5th, best of the rest. Yeah, maybe. That's because there were quite a lot of the games against the bigger clubs that were pretty close.
Like Chelsea.
The ones the ones that we drew. Because imagine if, you know, the two Chelsea 1-0s, if they were 1-1s, or if they're like, if we could then pick up the points instead of the losses that we had, then yeah, maybe indeed. But we certainly didn't think 6th, did we, at one point? We thought, hello, Championship.
Can I just say, I like how it's become our sort of signature move to score really early and then score just either side of half time.
Yeah.
Every time we're like, middle part of the first half, we're like, yeah, that'll do. And then somebody gets a goal fairly regularly. It's some sort of lucky goal or a defensive mistake.
I know, it's usually what, just for half time, around about 70, and then we're good. I love that Coach Criminals there. I think you would have finished second. No.
That's optimism.
That is thinking very optimistically. Would I love that? Yes. Do I know that Chelsea, Arsenal and United are also in this league? Yes.
It is absolutely amazing though, isn't it? When you think about a few weeks ago, we were 11th, thinking that we possibly were going to go down, and now we've ended up doing better than we did last season.
Yeah.
And if we all seen the form table as well, we've got the best form out of everyone in the league last 5 games. And you think, if this is what we had. But
16 goals, I think it was. We scored 16 goals
in
the last 5 games.
It was 16.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you just think this is what we've got now with the squad, that everything. This is what we can do and perform. So let's, add to that in the summer, and let's keep moving, let's keep going, because we've got so much potential and star quality there. Then, why not? Why not shoot for the stars?
It's kind of a shame that the summer break's happening.
I know, we've just got into a good rhythm.
I feel like we're still also maybe like taking teams by surprise, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And come the start of the new season, they'll be like, "Ooh, Aston Villa finished really well. We'll be ready for them, and we'll set up differently and stuff like that."
But it's quite exciting to think that, what Natalia could be doing with them, though. Do you know what I mean? Over the break. And, she's managed to do what she's done in the last 5 games and pull the team together, and, you know what I mean, get them playing as a team. I know we're going to get new players, and players are leaving and stuff, so that's going to kind of like upset the apple cart. But it's exciting that, we've come out on a high. She's happy, and hopefully she can work some Spanish magic now. And
if we had Natalia at the start of last season,
next season,
we'd have won the league.
You say we would have won the league, Gary?
Yep. We'd have won it. Like 5 out of 5 in the last couple of games, most in form. Chelsea wouldn't have got number 6. We are going to win the league very, very soon. You don't hear the chant every week.
Very, very soon.
I always think 2082.
2022. We're going to win the league.
Then, Jesus.
No, because Emma texts me pretty much every day saying Villa are massive and like capital letters. I'm like, yes, I've heard the chant. I know. I know. But of course, the second half started, and we thought, right, can we get more goals? Can we do it? And of course we could, because we all talked about, right, in that second half, the game plan was get the ball to Maz, wasn't it? Let her have one last moment. And she was denied so many times, wasn't she?
Rachel was at left back.
We knew it was coming.
Go up front.
Yeah, and we just like Trace said, we knew it was coming. Does anyone want to take us through the goal and that moment and the reaction?
You know what? I thought it was really nice.
Everyone's like, it's a blur. I have no idea.
All I can remember, and like watching it back on the replay as well, Sarah Mayling could have scored that goal, but she gave it to Maz.
I love that.
Yes,
yes, Sarah, you good little egg.
Exactly. Yeah. So for those people who need or would like a little reminder, so the ball kind of came to the box. It took a bit of a deflection, didn't it? Came to the feet of Sarah Malin, who'd also come on to substitute at this point, and just sets it up perfectly for Maz to run onto, doesn't she? And the noise, the roar, because Emily, the video you sent was incredible.
That was a brilliant video.
I think that's the loudest I've heard us at Villa Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, it shows you the power of Matt. Everyone was so excited and so happy for her. And Nick, you were a bundle of emotions as well, weren't you?
Oh my God, I cried. I think how can you get rid of a player that when they're determined to score, they score?
Yeah.
Like, she's like, I want to get a goal, I'm going to get a goal, and she got one. Admittedly, maybe she should have had that, done that.
Isn't that like only the second league goal she scored for us as well?
Yeah, because the first one was against Arsenal.
Yeah, only one this season.
So only goal this season, yeah.
But
what a way to do it.
It was just how much the team wanted to give it to her. Like, Rachel taking herself into left back to let Maz come up. Everyone was like, right, Maz can be the furthest. Like, everyone was just willing Maz to get that.
Just completely supporting her in that moment to have like a final.
Yeah, it's almost like Maz getting a goal was more important than getting a win in a weird way.
Yeah.
And then they all just flattened her. I've never seen it was like Bundle in the school playground, and I don't know how she survived it. She was just in the bottom of this Aston Villa mountain. It was just.
It was really beautiful though.
It was beautiful. It was heartbreaking and beautiful, all in the same. It was just too many feels.
She came and gave Rachel a hug afterwards as well before the restart, because Rachel had been subbed off by that point.
Yeah.
And Natalia gave her a little hug,
high five
type thing.
I thought she was going to get carded at one point because the ref was kind of like pushing her to get back on the pitch, and because she was hugging everybody.
She'd have took it. Who cares?
She was like, "No, it's my moment." Leaving anyway. Who cares? But yeah, it was just the perfect way to end it.
I was just going to say she was so determined, and she played the whole match, I think, as well, didn't she? She was so determined to, not the whole match. Anyway, to get the goal. She kept having energy gels. The entire
she was coming off and having glucose.
I need more energy. I need more battery.
Love it.
It looked like she was dosing at the side of the pitch. There was little glass bottles and all sorts coming out. It's
just keep her going. That's it. Just keep her going. No, I love it. And we were so close to getting a clean sheet. So close. And then Nikita again has to go, and she to get one back, get a consolation goal for the visitors.
I didn't even realise that gone. I didn't know what was happening, to be honest, because I didn't realise Brighton celebrated it.
Yeah,
because it was right. It was right.
It was awarded when it shouldn't have been. It took us watching it back to realise that it was actually a goal.
I don't know that, and it's the most frustrating way to concede, isn't it? When the hands were right there and it's just gone too far off the line.
Didn't Fran Kirby that almost scored one before?
It went off the woodwork and then someone else kicked it off the woodwork.
Yeah, they came close, very close.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what. Carry on. Sorry, I'm getting excited.
I was just going to say that was epic.
Oh, I don't know what divine intervention was there that day, but
that was Gary.
Gary and the nun shit.
I think that's why I was so convinced that we would get a clean sheet, because they just
because we just had a magnetic goal that was just pushing them away.
Yeah,
and I think that's why I just sort of refused to believe everyone was wandering back towards the halfway line, and I was like,
it's like, oh,
what's happened?
I didn't go in.
It was we had to watch it when we got home purely because where we were sat, it looked like Gabby's goal was a goal, and it looked like Nikita Paris's goal wasn't a goal. So I was very confused at the match. It was just what's going on? Why is it 3-1 and not 4-0?
Yeah. Every seat should have a little screen, shouldn't it? So you can just watch it back and yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, angles.
Mine
Are
would probably get broken because I use the chair to like make noise.
You're one of them. Yes, you
well,
are.
we were
You
until
indeed.
everyone in the stadium came and sat in front of us.
Oh, don't even.
No one ever sits in front of you. You've always got a gap where you go. That's how I spot
Exactly.
you on the screen.
Nobody's supposed
So I
to
know
sit
exactly
there.
where you are.
Not in the second half of it.
Oh, so everyone had came down and
That really annoyed me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emma Good.
I was so annoyed. Basically, right, as well. So we have 3 seats for 3 season ticket holders because one of them's Chloe's. So technically, we've paid for that seat. So we keep it. So then at like 85 minutes, this guy comes back, like rushing down the stairs going, is anyone sitting there? Is anyone sitting there? Because we're going to come down there. And I was like, no. We paid for this seat. You're not having it. My mum's bag's on that seat. My mum's bag is having a good time on that seat. Thank you very much. And he was just so loud. And I was like, can you not? Like, the whistle hasn't gone. Just shut up and sit down.
Yeah.
It's the annoying
annoying.
thing about the excitement of matches is, people came to sit in front of me and it's just like, well, you can if you want, but you will have my knees in your back because I'm long.
You are a very long human.
I'm a long human. This is why I have the seat I have, because I don't fit. Because I am 80% leg. I can't help it. I'm a daddy long legs. It's just how I'm built. My torso is this big. My legs are this big.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to follow that, to be honest. Daddy long legs. If you were an insect, what would you be? No, and that's the thing. It's, I know everyone's excited for the last day, but you think, where have all you lot been all season?
Literally.
Why is there suddenly the clamour now? And it's like, oh, you know, the one just want the pictures, don't they? And yeah, it was just what a magical way to end the season. Has anyone got anything else they wanted to discuss from the match in particular?
Just decipher my notes.
Before we move on?
Oh, just a funny
Yeah,
moment.
have a little look. Just go on then. What happened?
As the Brighton goal went in, Sabs was on the floor with the ball, and then I don't know. I only saw it because I watched it. But Miri Taylor pushed, I think it was Kiko Seike, straight into the net, and I just thought it was really funny because we didn't think the goal had gone in, but it obviously counted because the Brighton player went in the net.
Yeah, because I think she was. Yeah,
She nearly kicked Sabs in the face, I think.
Yeah, she was trying to get the ball out of
hands, and it was already a goal. She was trying to like chip it out of Sab's hands, I'm assuming, for a fast restart, and so Mary just pushed her. I was like, fair play, Mary, standing up for Sabs.
Yeah.
Probably should have been a card, but
it was a
I
beautiful
reckon
moment.
Lisa Ben watched our last podcast
wasn't
because I said, "Oh, Lisa Ben is like card queen," and then she wouldn't send Ajiman off. I feel like she's like, well, can't prove her right, bloody. Like Nick thinks I'm a queen of giving out cards. I'll show her.
I'll not give any. But yeah, and that's why we love Miri, don't we? That's why we love her in our midfield. I can't remember where that sentence was going, so I'll just leave it there.
Yes.
Emily, have you deciphered your notes yet?
It's kind of irrelevant, but I've put the BBC graphic was wrong. Robbo was the same side as Chastity, and only because I think they worked really well as a pair defending Ajimang.
Yeah, well, they kept him incredibly quiet, didn't they?
Was she not? Was she the same size as Maz?
Who's frowning?
Oh, I thought you were.
I was frown at you.
And then also I liked that because Sarah's not really fit in this system as much. She's been injured. But when she came on for Robbo, so we sort of shifted like a defender for a forward. Chastity moved from wing back to then playing on sort of up front with Ebony. And Sarah moved into that right position. So Chastity was then playing sort of ahead of Maz, and I think it worked. I can't remember really where I'm going with it. I think I just liked how we can like adapt and it's still not decrease the like tempo or the how well we're playing.
Yeah, they've got that relationship now where we can move people up and about, and it's not just, hey, let's put 10 wingers on and hope for the best. It's,
like
well, we know
the
we can
level
play in this
didn't
system and
drop
then
after at any point when we made the subs.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was just the moment of the captain's armband kind of got passed, didn't it? From Rach to Jordan, and then ultimately to Rachel Corsie when she came on as well. And you just think the levels of like love in that team now is just incredible. The fact that all of these little things meant so much and we all picked up on it. And it's just grateful they got the opportunity to do it, aren't we? And have those moments together. Because it looked a bit touch and go whether Rachel Corsie would make it back before the end of the season, wasn't it? So the fact that she got on, yeah, really, really pleased for her. Like we said earlier, she has been called up to the Scottish women's national team for their games coming up. And yeah, maybe if this is the end, obviously nothing's being properly confirmed yet. But yeah,
she said at the open training that she believes she is on the punditry team for the Euros, so that should be good.
Ooh, exciting. Because again, she has been doing lots of punditry, hasn't she? She's very, very good. And again, another respected voice. We want to make that switch, don't we?
That's exactly what I said to her. I was like, it's nice to have a pundit that knows what they're talking about.
And we appreciate her. We really.
I've always said that about Corsie.
Also, just on the Jordan Nobbs final appearance for Villa subject, has everyone seen? I think it's on Jordan's Instagram page as well. But the like match day vlog, her girlfriend.
Oh, her girlfriend's vlog. Oh,
that made me cry as well.
That made me cry.
Yeah, heartbreaking. That was heartbreaking. I did comment on it from the pod account, being like, "Thank you so much for doing this," because it was such a lovely moment, like for all of the team, and obviously for Jordan, but just to see those interactions and how that final day actually went was just, it was lovely, wasn't it? Being able to watch it, I absolutely loved it. Yeah, good. Any other final things?
I just hope that we see Jordan in coaching staff soon. I don't know if she's got another season of football in her. But if she doesn't, I say we know that she was doing her UEFA B. So I would like to see her. Yes. I'd like to see her in our coaching staff, but I feel like that's that's just me being optimistic again. We'll get rid of Gota and have her as a striking coach.
Yeah, I mean, she'd be great, wouldn't she? That experience then going into coaching. And again, we need more players going into punditry who know what they're doing, and more players going into coaching who know what they're doing as well. And then the game's just gonna keep soaring, isn't it? So yeah, fantastic. And what I thought would be quite good. Jordan said she will still play. Apparently,
it's someone signs her though.
Yeah, but again, we don't know where that might be because the window hasn't officially opened yet. What do we think? I reckon where's logical? You think America?
I think either America or London City.
Well, London City have released 6 players today, and if I was some of them, I'd be very aggrieved that you got them to the WSL and they've gone bye.
Especially the ones that have been in the WSL.
What was that? Sorry.
I said, especially the ones that have already been in the WSL.
Yes, exactly. Why would you get rid of WSL?
You're like, Campbell came from Liverpool, didn't she? And then went to London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've said for months I want Megan Campbell. I'll have her. We'll have her.
Yeah, absolutely. Put the bid in.
I'll have her. I'll score from throw-ins. Okay.
Yeah, we need every more strings to our bow, more strings with that throwing. So yeah, so you never know what London City might throw around. We know they've got a lot of money. So yeah, I think because she's not gonna best will in the world get into anyone above us really.
Not as a start.
It's got to be this level or a London City. But yeah, we will see. Where do we think Maz is going to go? Do we think London City have maybe put in a bid for her? I love that we're all like, London City, they've got money. They're taking all the people.
Yeah.
I see. I don't. I rate us obviously because I love us, but I don't think our players are the vision that Kang will have for London City. I feel like she'll be aiming a little bit higher.
Oh, she'll try and get Alexia. She'll try and get one man team.
Yeah, she'll be going after like Barca and Chelsea and Arsenal and Lyon. Well, she doesn't need to go after Lyon. She already owns them, so she can just move them.
Well, Le Sommer is leaving Lyon.
I watched her video.
And I was like, bet she's come to London City. Bet you any money. But yeah, but she's got the power, hasn't she? Did we all see Sonia Bonpastor though? Her press conference. She was like, "I will tell Michelle not to take any of my players. I have her number. keep away from my squad." Which I thought was brilliant.
I can just see this time next year it being a title race between Chelsea and them because.
Can you imagine?
They've both bought like the top players in the world.
Yeah. And that's the thing, because loads of people are saying, "Oh, they're ruining the game" and that kind of thing. And it's if clubs have got the money and can invest, that's one thing. If clubs have got the money and don't invest, that's another story altogether. But if the clubs don't have the money, then they can't use. So you hope that the clubs then kind of wake up and go, "Oh, well, we'll give them this much money and they finish this sixth. Let's invest. Let's give them a bit more money and see what we can do," because it's all exposure and it's all revenue, isn't it? So hopefully.
Plus, it's like teams are never given enough time to let the investment pay off. Do you know what I mean? Like, sort of with us, a couple of years ago when we finished 5th, and then when like Liverpool did well last year and Brighton overall did well this year, like any good players that they find or academy players that they develop internally or players that they buy in from somewhere and then turn out to like shine, they're never allowed to do the same thing the following season because the top 4 clubs just snap them up. So
that's the thing.
So then they have to start again the following year, and then it's like, oh well, this year you're 8th. Well, yeah, it's because all our players that did really well last year have gone.
Yeah, because you let them leave. Yeah,
it's like what happened when we lost Laura, because Laura was like a starting player for us, and then she got like City nabbed her up, and now she just basically sits on the bench, which is really annoying because she's so good.
Yeah, but City have got the money to throw around release clauses and all of that kind of thing. So
that's where like the clubs need to sort of stand up to the top 4 and then like match the offers that
or at least try and come close. Is the thing, like, because obviously when we didn't do anything in the winter window apart from lose people, which still very bitter about, like
you got a goalkeeper.
Kinda on loan. On loan she came to us. But well, we got one and lost one, didn't we? Because Sophia Poole went. So it was just mad. But then you saw other teams like Everton, and you're like, you can't just stay stagnant, can you? You've got to keep progressing and keep going, or else you will be left behind.
Everton didn't really equate to much in the end, though, apart from Gago.
It looked promising, and then it sort of
I'd say their transfer window was a bit of a flop, really, apart from one.
I think overall, I think they ended because they weren't doing great, were they? So I think for them, and I think for confidence wise, it was pretty decent. But they've got a lot of loan players now leaving, so it'll be up to Sorensen, because he said in his press conference, the new owners, and because they're going to be playing at Goodison now, which is fantastic, the new owners have brought more money in, and they're going to actually give it to the women's team, which is quite nice. So yeah, he's looking for people that fit the Everton family, is what he said. Not just anyone. players that are going to really add to it, which I thought was quite nice. Now, what I thought we could do is have a little look back through the season. And what I would like you all to do, if you have any particular memories, this can come into our favourite memories of the season. We're going to go through all of the matches. I've just picked out key points from them. It won't be a long one. But if you've got any particular favourite memories from that match, or particular horrors from said match, then please do share them as we're going through. So I would like you to cast your minds back to match day 1 back in September. So this was away to Chelsea. We only lost 1-0 and we had incredibly high hopes. And I remember, Tracy, we came out of Kings Meadow, didn't we? And we went, it's going to be a good season.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be.
We were so happy and we'd lost. And we were just so happy, weren't we?
And we just thought, we can do this.
It was such a good game, though. We played so well.
Yeah,
and I think one of my favourite moments of that match was when Leon floored Lucy
Bronze,
Lucy Bronze. That was epic. That was.
It was incredible.
She was stunned. She was stunned. She was just lying on the floor for about 10 seconds.
And it was right in front of us.
I'm going to embarrass you. I don't see it. Look at Tracy go.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Just dancing. I've got a video of it somewhere, but I don't know where.
No, I loved it. And what a good way to open the season. Because, of course, we had new manager, Robert DePau. And we started...
Then. I saw it, Nick.
It all seemed so promising.
Right. His name is like Voldemort. I do apologise. I'll try not to say it anymore. Match day 2, we hosted Spurs and fell foul to a last-minute equaliser from Bethany, England. Do you remember it? And it finished 2-2. And you thought, okay, it's a point. It's a point. We'll take it. Match day 3 was a right old ding-dong away to Brighton, which ended 4-2. And can anyone remember why that was particularly exciting?
Two red card
match.
2 red cards.
2 red cards. Yes.
And we had Julie bought face paint.
Oh, hang on. What just happened there? I heard Julie bought something and then Poppy Patterson. I was like, I don't think Poppy Patterson. A bit weird if she did. Emily, what did you say? Julie brought what? Face paint. Yeah, a Villa face paint. Mm-hmm. Yes. We like Julie's face paint. Yes, well, Poppy Patterson and Paola both got red cards. We know Lucy Stan started it all and walked away without a second glance. So unfortunately, nothing from that. We go into match day 4 back at home, but it was the unconvincing goalless draw against Leicester. Do you remember this one? Despite outshooting them 16-9. So
that was when we sort of whole we're going forwards lots, but nothing's happening sort of started. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're in the right areas, but nothing's quite working here. And then match day 5, we travel to Manchester City. And despite going in front through Gabby, do you remember that really good goal? Remember that one, that really good one? We then conceded 2 goals in the second half from Lauren Hemp and Jill Road to finish 2-1.
On the previous match?
Yeah.
Or in general, around that time. Remember, we used to get like hundreds of corners a match.
Yeah.
We used to get so many corners. And we just never did anything from them.
And that's when we did set piece keepers.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't do anything with them. Oh my God, you're giving me like
flashbacks.
I'd wiped these things from my memory.
Now they're all coming
cascading back.
You're sad.
It's okay, you can forget them after this.
PTSD.
I do apologise, but hey, we've got to get through the bad to get to the good. All right, so keep with me. So then match day 7, match day 6. I missed one out. Into November now, we hosted Liverpool, where a Taylor Hines brace gave Liverpool all 3 points, despite Gabby's consolation goal, which was 2-1.
That was a disaster of a game, wasn't it?
That
Yeah,
was
it was.
horrendous. Was that the
Oh,
game
yeah.
when we played 10,000 Wingers?
And we played a back three, and it didn't work at all,
Back
which is
three, it
ironic.
just-
Really.
yeah.
No. And perfectly said, flawed tactically and wasted your time with the potential the squad had. Yes.
Yeah.
We sort of kept
absolutely.
trying the same thing, even though it wasn't working.
Yeah. And we said at the time, Blackadder, I will do the same thing again because they won't be expecting it. You do it the exact same thing every single time. So yes, awful.
And then we played all our wingers to change it up.
Exactly. Yeah. Just throw all the wingers on. We don't need any defense. We don't need
They
anything
don't need
else.
to be on the wing. Just put them on the pitch.
Yeah.
Wherever.
Yeah. Just put them somewhere and hope that they can assimilate to it.
Were we on the Man City game? Had you just said that? I sort of forgot.
We were talking about Liverpool, but it was Man City before that. Yep.
Oh, yep. I was just going to say, I was looking back at my pictures. I absolutely threw it down, and it was really windy. Yep.
Was it?
Was that the match?
Was the City game where the toilets flooded?
Yes.
Yes. I remember.
You were there. You were sat down by the tunnel.
Yeah, I was with my friend who was a City fan. Yeah. So completely different. That was the game where the Man City,
excellent Tracy picture.
where the woman got really offended that you guys were chanting, and she thought it was intimidating and offensive that you were singing football in the library.
Tracy, I'm gonna do it again. Look at Tracy go.
Hey, it was
definitely a coat and scarf day.
It was.
It was
Tracy's
windy,
gonna wonder why
horrible.
you keep taking pictures of her.
No,
Have a gallery of Tracy. This was Tracy against Man City. This was Tracy against Liverpool. Should I be concerned?
Tracy, think twice if you need help.
Secret Tracy gallery on her phone. She can pull the dates up pretty quickly as well. Just putting it out there. Like, she knows exactly which photo of Tracy goes to which match.
Can't wait for the next one now. Where's Tracy this time?
No.
So,
I wrote the one for the Arsenal game. I'm so angry about that.
no, we're going in order, man. Calm down.
No,
Right.
I'm sorry, but yeah.
Well, we were going in order, then we backtracked a match. It's all gone wrong.
You know what? I've got a lovely timeline here, and then you lot. Right, match day 7. This is when we went away to Man United, and none of us were expecting any draw.
That was a fun day. I didn't even go, so I don't know why I said that.
I think that I reckon if I was a Man United fan, that would be like their worst. Well, actually, no, they lost. Apart from the Arsenal match just recently, but I feel like that was their worst performance.
It was just a massively pointless match all round. Literally, it was just
No, we got a point.
Yes, we did get a point, but
but yeah, it was goalless.
Nothing happened.
We had double the shots that United did. So I think that says everything. But yeah, it was from their perspective, they would have gone, Villa 3 points, nice and easy. And no, we said no. Had at least Sports Village. Match day 8 then.
That was a clean sheet.
Clean sheet. Hey,
wonderful.
Yeah. So we'd had one against Leicester, and then we'd had one against United. There we go. 2 so far. 2 so far. We'll see how it continues.
We only had 2, I think.
Hey, we'll see. We're going through all of them. Match day 8, we were starting to not look great. We're starting to fall to the bottom of the table. And we saw Crystal Palace as a must win. Do you remember this one? I was doing press for this one. However,
I just found a picture of it.
Good day.
Yeah, I was in the press.
Are you ready?
Hey, there I am.
Oh, it's not Tracy.
There's me. Now, Palace were not to be underestimated, of course, pushed us all the way when Annabelle Blanchard got the second equaliser in the 86th minute. But who was there to save us? Ebony
Salmon.
Running down the wing.
Salmon.
In the 4th minute of stoppage time, Ebony Salmon saved us.
Also, the match that Rachel Daly pushed Robert DePaul.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Was it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
He
that
tried to
was
celebrate. And see, now I go back to the pod when we were discussing whether that was a you or a. I stand by the fact that it was a cough. Now we know what he was like.
Look at what we
room.
can
I
do without you.
completely believe that was her being like, "Piss off! You don't deserve to celebrate."
Also, it absolutely chucked it down.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that you remember the
We
weather.
got drenched, absolutely drenched.
It's because you sit so far forward. There's no cover. That's what it is. But yes, good. Then into December, Tracy.
Claret and Blue Sky?
Hey?
So what?
The Claret and Blue
Sorry?
Sky, or was that West Ham?
No, that was West Ham.
No, that was West Ham apparently.
I thought it was Crystal
We'll
Palace.
get there, we'll get there.
Anywho.
I think it was quite nice at Crystal Palace, but it wasn't as nice as the West Ham one. That I have a picture of.
Absolutely
I can show you now. No, it was a really nice sky. Well, I'll find it. Don't worry. So match day 9 into December, we travel to the Emirates. Tracy, we traveled to the Emirates. We weren't expecting much, but it was a 4-0 defeat. And you said you were still angry. Still angry?
No, it's not that game that I was angry. I was there. It's the one at Villa Park. I'm way ahead of myself here now. Sorry.
Second Arsenal match. All right, I'll come back to you then. Don't worry. But yeah, so 4-0 defeat obviously did nothing for team morale at all.
No, shocking.
Absolutely shocking.
That
Match day
was
10. It was really one. Match day 10, last game before the Christmas break, and the first game without DePau. He was gone. He was papow out the door. As Dree and Kenza, this was their comeback. This was their motivation. Dree got a brace. Kenza got the third, and Issei, of course, got one back for West Ham. But it felt like the start of like a new revolution, didn't it? And we thought, right, that's what we needed going into Christmas.
And the atmosphere was so good. Oh, you can't see. It's not right. It's not working.
That one. There we go. Look at us. And yes, of course, do you remember he went after Tom Gary on Twitter? Yeah. And he was like, I will sue you if you don't take this down.
He was saying that he was going to sue. Oh, God, what a pathetic little man. What an absolute plum.
It's like Tom Gary's one of the best journalists out there for women's football. He's literally just saying, sources have told me, blah, 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 as a journalist would. And he's kicking off about it. It's like, mate, you did it.
I'm fairly confident that Tom Gary's probably got quite a good legal team behind him as well. Being a journo. I'd
say so. Because of course it never went any further that we heard of. Well, so that's probably why. Yes, but it felt like a comeback was on. Went to the Christmas break. Sean Gorter takes over. And match day 11, we went away to Everton. We were leading. Rach put us in front. Yay! There we go.
Not really playing, is it?
but we know Emily. We can remember that. Went away to Everton. Rach put us in front around the 30-minute mark.
Oh, that was my birthday.
That was when you got a Sab's shirt.
That's when I got Sab's gloves.
Yeah, there we go. Sabs gave you her gloves. But unfortunately, Beatrice Sari equalised in the 89th minute. And again, we were like, okay, we won before Christmas. We've got a point. Where are we going to go from here? Unfortunately, it then didn't continue very well. So match day 12 was probably the start of our panic as we lost 2-4 at home to Man City. But they just completely outplayed us, didn't they, that day?
I put slightly confusing tactics.
What was that? Sorry, Emily?
I've put on my caption is slightly confusing tactics. Started each half well, though.
Good. We started each half well, but we just couldn't quite do much with it.
Yeah.
I love this. This should just be in your pictures and captions, and then we can try and guess what match it is.
We just need to do Tracy. Guess what Tracy is
all over the country. Oh, fantastic. But then hope was kind of restored. Match day 13. Oh,
Wait,
yes.
wait. The Man City one was when Kenzo had left, and then she came to the stadium to watch the match and waved goodbye to everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, because we had heard the devastating news that Dorit and Kenza were leaving, and Kenza came
She
to
said
watch
goodbye
and
to
say
everyone.
goodbye. Yeah. Oh, Kenza, we miss you. She looks like she's having a fantastic time though in America.
Everyone so she was outside the loos, and everyone saw her on the concourse. I mean, I should have just said on the concourse, but yeah.
And I think that's another picture of Tracy.
Yeah.
I don't
Had
think I've
a
got
nice
it.
little chat with her outside the toilets.
Oh yeah, you had a big cuddle. That was lovely.
I know, yeah.
I literally walked out. I was like, "Oh, Tracy."
And I told her to come down the Aston Inn, but she didn't come.
That comment.
Imagine if we had though the head loss if she walked through those doors.
You know, oh my god.
Would have been incredible.
I
But yeah,
agree with what Couture Criminal has just said.
yeah. I think Arroyo would have really liked Kenza
Yeah.
and Dorit. Yeah,
Especially
I think so
Kenzo.
too. I really do. Imagine if she then contacted them and be like, "Hey, do you guys want to come back? You suit my system now. Do you want to come back?" I love that. I absolutely love that. So then match day 13, we only lost 1-0 again to Chelsea this time at home, but we couldn't boast about that.
That was a great game. Again,
Wasn't it
why did we
goal?
play so
Right.
well against Chelsea, but never?
Yeah.
How
And
could we play so well against Chelsea and then lose to Crystal Palace?
We haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
I'm
Foreshadowing.
just watching the
Sorry.
from that game, and I think it was like the first time that we got to witness Natalia's like activities on the touchline, where she was like crouching down from grass level, and then she was
Oh yeah.
jumping all over the place.
No chicken dance.
Start to fair. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, apparently there's volume.
And he's getting too carried away. But yeah, and a lot of what we said on the pod this season as well is we played so well and we were getting nothing from it in these times. And now we were thinking, right, we're in 13 of 22. What is going to happen? We then got.
If we still have the points by February, we should be worried.
Shh, that's in the quiz, right? So,
What was the answer? February.
No. You'll see it later. Don't worry. Match day 14 then. So this was when the reality bomb of relegation was really starting to hit, when we lost 3-0 to Leicester.
I didn't even post about that game.
That was
And that says something when Emily doesn't post about it. No pictures of Tracy on that one.
That was
a traumatic game. That was
completely traumatic. And I have put a game that most of us wanted to forget. Yeah, that awful. Worst game in the world.
The most notable thing was that Nick helped Patsy's mum get back to the station.
I did. I paid for Patsy's mum's Uber. That was my claim. That was the only thing good I remember about that.
You good leg. Well done, you. See, we needed some positivity from that match. And Nick gave us
And she
that.
said I'd make a brilliant centre back. That's what I'd take home from that. She said I looked very athletic.
Oh,
She's very wrong, but
see, those long legs putting you in good stead.
I was a goalkeeper actually, not a centre back, but I'll take centre back.
Just one step and you're over the other side of the pitch, just like, yep, defending. That's you. Yeah. Now, match day 15, then we hosted Everton, who had invested heavily. They were coming into a good bit of rhythm, and we lost 2-0.
Yeah, I forgot that match happened.
I forgot. Yeah.
Exactly. See, we're into a period now where most of us
kept losing.
Just completely, we just kept losing. And that's the thing. We kept losing. We were getting nothing. And then, match day 16, we went to Crystal Palace.
Oh, yeah.
That was also traumatic.
And got
After
beaten
being like, this is a
3-1.
must win.
That was
Yeah. It should have been a must win. It should
Were amazing that game.
their fans were fair play.
And they had an eagle.
Fans were amazing.
A real eagle.
Yeah.
The real Eagles on the pitch. Yes. Yes.
It's such a,
I thought that's what you were calling a true Palace supporter then, like
it's
a
such
real
a fact to get down to like it was the London games. And then you lose, and then you're like, it's such a long way home.
I have travelled days on the road. Yeah, I think that was right at the bottom, wasn't it? And you just thought, we physically can't get any worse. Something needs to change. Just loved it, Danny's comment there. I had a BMW tailgating me coming back from the game. I got out the window, saw the number plate was Maz 4442. She must have wanted to quickly get home. I love that. So we got absolutely battered by Crystal Palace. Match day 17, team morale, and again, we talked about it on the pod, was pretty much non-existent. As United then came to Villa Park. We knew it wasn't going to end 0-0 again. However, it ended 4-0, and it was still a foul on Joe Byings. And I've not forgotten.
Yes. Yes.
Not forgotten that moment. And it was just...
Grace Clinton's beautiful, like, 30-yarder as well. I missed that.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of annoyed, but kind of not annoyed at the same time.
And it was at that moment everyone just kind of went, are we ever going to get out of this slump? Like, are we just resigned to this now? Because we were still only 1 point ahead of Palace, weren't we? And
who knew what was round the corner?
who knew?
We were like, oh, we play good against the big teams. So that was our excuse for not playing well against Palace. And then we played United and we still played. It still didn't go well.
But then, should we talk about it? Match day 18, the start of the revolution, the start of the turnaround. After giving away a penalty, which we'll try and forget, super sub Kirsty Hansen enters the pitch and scores before Jenna Clark's on goal. So let's take our first 3 points of the year on Merseyside.
Yes.
And at that moment, we all kind of went, this is working. This is actually paying off. What we're doing.
I don't know if you'll be able to see this.
We've got pictures.
Wait, it'll. Hang on.
There's
You'll
just
come
a
in a
flag.
Is that a
Don't
scarf?
talk amongst yourselves. No,
Now there's someone mowing the lawn.
lawn.
I don't really know what you're showing us. A flag, a lawn mower.
Any second, Maz is going to appear. Here she comes. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
He was so happy.
Oh, I
That
think,
was
I think that was her cuddling Tracy that you just filmed, was it not?
Yeah. I literally
I'm
says,
genuinely starting to...
No, look, you're in this one, see?
See, here we go.
you got nothing to worry about, Bab. Don't worry.
Whatever, all right.
I love it. So we finally got some points and we thought, right, okay, we just need to keep that distance between us and Crystal Palace. Match day 19, we travelled away to Spurs. And even though we went from 2-0
that was
to 2-2 in a ridiculous turn of events, who was it once again? Kirsty Hansen, who once again came off the bench to score the winner.
Kirsty Hansen. Kirsty Hansen.
Kirsty Hansen.
Kirsty Hansen.
I love all of the players and all of the cameras. One day we'll get synced up.
Patsy scored and it was her birthday.
Yes. Scored a birthday.
yeah, like her whole family was there, which was brilliant.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Fantastic.
No, I fell off my lap.
It was a header, wasn't it?
Celebration.
Header.
Huh?
Patsy header, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
And Stan was back as well, wasn't she? From injury.
Stan was back, and we were all like,
Yes. She made
the stars are aligning.
Appearance.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a
We'll
great end. Because at this point we were almost safe, weren't we? We just needed kind of one more to kind of get it over the line. And then match day 20, the scoreline we will never forget: beating Arsenal 5-2 for the first.
And was born the child of
Okay.
who put the ball in the Arsenal net. Half the team did.
Chuffing team did.
You put the ball in the Arsenal's net.
Put the ball in the Arsenal's net.
But
Put the ball in the
Arsenal's
Arsenal's net.
net.
Half the chuffing team did.
But what a massive boost. Tracy, I know you said you were angry.
No, not angry,
Which one?
annoyed because I wasn't there. But the story is, I was in Cornwall at the time, and I was out, and couldn't watch the match because I didn't have any internet. Or I don't even think it was being shown, was it?
Yeah, we were on Sky.
Yeah.
No, but
So
yeah,
I couldn't
Sky.
watch it because I was out. And but I was keeping an eye on the score. We went 1-0 up. So like, Rob, we're winning. It's 1-0. Oh, 2-0. We've scored again. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh, brilliant, fantastic. Well, we've scored again. It's 3-0. And then it was 4-0. I was like, oh my god. I literally was screaming. I couldn't believe it. It was so funny.
It was incredible, wasn't it? Because so we went 4-0 up, and then they got 2 back, and then Chaz was like, "Hang on,
Yeah.
I've got the 5th one to put the back on it here." Don't worry, not the other one. Danny says as well, the one home game I missed all season. Had to be that one. But no one thought, because obviously Arsenal had just gone in, they just won their Champions League semi-final. Like they were, the prime confidence of their life, essentially. And then little old Villa went and did that. And then, of course, Brighton got theirs as well.
Because we had like so many injuries. We've had injury problems all season, but like for that match especially.
We had about 5 injuries that day.
Oh, that was when we had Miri as a centre back.
Miri played centre back, yeah.
That was just beautiful.
That was also
Miri had
the day. That was also the day, wasn't it, that the Villa Aztecs were invited to watch the game.
Did the
yeah. So I know a couple of them, and apparently while they were in the tunnel waiting to come out at half time, because that's when they had their walkabout on the pitch and they had the photo done. So we were winning 2-0 at that point, and they were all lined up in the tunnel waiting to come on, and the Arsenal team came out from the pitch and started walking down. And Katie McCabe went, I can't say exactly what she said because she swore. She goes, "What the is going on here then? No, what? No. What the F is this shit?" Right? Looking at the girls that were all lined up waiting to come out. What the F is this shit? And one of the girls went, "It's called..." No, hold on, sorry. Right, I'm going to start again, right? Because I've got to get the punchline right. Sorry. Right. She went, "What the F is going on here?" And one of the girls said, "It's called 2-0 to the Villa." And she just looked at them and walked off, basically. I'm really shit at telling stories. Sorry, but that's what happened. And it was basically Katie McCabe just being an arse.
And not that that's ever acceptable, of course, to underestimate the Villa. But you can imagine how frustrated they were, because they would have gone into it thinking, easy. They're just Villa. And now it's like, haha. Haha, indeed.
Of all the games Katie McCabe has played, that is the one game that she had an absolute fucking stinker.
She can't blame anyone else. That was
when Chaz was chasing the ball and literally just got round her and literally just pushed her out the way and scored. That was absolutely epic. And the look on her face.
That was a joy.
The look on her face.
She was fuming.
Also, it was Corsi's return from injury.
Yes.
Oh, that was
beautiful.
Oh yeah, she got a little 5 minutes, didn't she? At the end?
Yeah, named in the squad and having that moment. Yeah. And you just think,
didn't Rachel play as well?
Maltby did,
sorry?
Didn't Rachel play as well then?
Maltby. Yes, was that her debut?
I think
her
yeah.
Yeah. See, all of these things have come flooding back. Aren't we glad we went and took a trip down memory lane? And then, of course, this huge boost thinking, can we actually do this? Match day 21, final away day of the season. Everyone in fancy dress down to West Ham. Ebony put us in front again within the first 5 minutes. Martinez and Ueki, 2 really good players for West Ham this season, got them back in the game for 2-1. Rich then equalised for 2-2. Chaz then again goes, hang on, scored third and won us all 3 points. And what a difference. And I know we said this last week, but having a team that even when we went down, we went, we can do it.
Yeah. Also,
and having that belief that they're going to keep
yeah,
fighting.
like the context as well that West Ham had like won 7-1 the previous match.
We had
Yes,
to win
what
that
they did
game.
to Crystal Palace. Yeah, after what they did to Crystal Palace, and you just think, you know, we've done that. We've come back. We've had our time. We've been patient. Natalia's tactics are happy, and this is what happens. And then ultimately, match day 22, last day of the season,
Wait.
and we made it 5 wins. There's Gary and Nick praying to the football gods for something magical, and we did 5 wins out of 5 to end the season. But fantastic. Are there any other memories we haven't mentioned anyone would like to share?
I was about to ask why you hadn't recapped the last match. Because that's what we've just done.
We already
I
did
really
that.
worry about your brain sometimes.
So originally what I was going to do is segue into the match recap, but because we were already talking about it earlier, we just did it earlier.
Yeah.
So that's where
We did do it earlier.
we did
We
do
did.
it.
We did.
Don't worry.
We did.
We did talk about
Yeah, we
Brighton.
have mentioned that.
But yeah, so does anyone have any other favourite moments they wanted to share that we haven't already mentioned from the season? Could be the good, there could be the bad. I know we did cover a lot there though, which was quite nice going down memory lane.
Training day was nice, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yes, of course, the open training session. Tracy, do you want to tell us a bit about, for if people don't know what it was and kind of what you've got to do?
Yeah, so every year season ticket holders, as part of the package, get an invite to go and watch an open training session at Bodymore Heath. Normally just before the final match of the season. And that happens last week Tuesday, and it was a lovely day. The sun was shining. Everybody was happy. Obviously, it's all a bit staged. It's not like a proper training session. They kind of kick a ball around for a little bit, do a few high kicks, and
That's just
and then
Natalia.
few jazz hands, and then come over to the crowds at the side, and they're very willing to sign everything and talk to people. So it was really nice. Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, it was a nice moment. And to say goodbye as well, because did we know at that point who was
No.
leaving? I don't think we did we? Oh,
No. I think it was wasn't it
I know, it
Thursday
would
that
be
we
the
found out?
next day.
Thursday? The next day. So
My
Maz had no idea
No.
on that day
Oh.
that she was leaving.
Awful. And yeah, like we said earlier, and apparently reports neither did she, which is a bit harsh. But yeah, any other memories people wanted to share?
The cup match against Bristol Rovers.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was
so
fun.
mismatched.
Yeah.
It was so cute.
But I don't.
Felt like
It just
the best
the,
day of their
it was
lives.
the
We love
camaraderie
Bristol
was really good, and the
Rovers.
fans were amazing, and
yeah, their fans were
Fans.
incredible.
like
Fantastic.
even though the
Fantastic.
scoreline was a blowout, it was
They were so happy to be beaten by Aston Villa. They were just so
Yeah.
happy to play.
Yeah. They were like stars, weren't they?
And of course, we did our podcast special with Laura and George, didn't we? Got them on the
was
podcast to talk about it, and they were
That
incredible.
was so funny. They were so funny.
They were
Yeah.
funny.
That was
Yeah.
great. It was a really good episode.
and we had the whole like we want 10, and then their fans were like we want 1.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was such a good match. And you wish like every football match could be like that. Just 2 sets of fans, wanting the best for their team and having a really good bit of banter.
I mean,
And,
after the game, like they'd just been battered 9-0, and it was like they'd won the FA Cup final. It was like they were just celebrating, and
They were just in awe, weren't they?
and we were just like
The
we were just
atmosphere.
focused on them. We weren't even looking at our players. We were like watching them because it was just so wonderful the way that they were celebrating the fact that they got so far and that they were at Bescott, not Villa Park. They were at Bescott playing Aston Villa, playing
and just
against
really
Grateful Daily.
appreciate in the moment. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was fantastic. What a really good moment. And we had people on Twitter interact with us as well when I asked for people's favorite memories. I agree with Martin, who said Ken's injuries revenge game versus West Ham. The win against Liverpool, which started the revival, and being able to batter Arsenal, as Martin said. And we also had AVWSC Lionesses saying beating Palace 3-2, right in the depths. But also, which I thought was a nice one, how happy the staff and Natalia were every time something positive happened, a goal or a win or everything. Yeah. And it just felt like such a fantastic feeling of camaraderie with everyone.
Also, as well, talking about, going back to the open training session, I was really, really impressed to see Natalia actually warming up, getting involved in the training session. She was actually on the pitch and she was actually playing with them and training with them, which I thought was amazing and really, really good.
Yeah, I love that.
You don't get that all the time, do you?
No, I really like how involved she is. I love that Danny's just put this in the chat. At the Charlton Cup game, had their supporters behind me and they were desperate to see Lehman come on. They went home disappointed because, of course, she'd left. Yes. It's been quite nice that those type of fans haven't been around this season.
Yeah, she looks very happy where she is, doesn't she?
And she,
she's won the league, hasn't she?
Well, the women, yeah. They have.
It's very happy.
She's injured at the minute, I think. But yeah, no, she looks like she's having a great time over at Juve. So fair play to her. Fair play to her indeed. Now, has everyone got a pen and paper or a phone to write down their answers?
No, can I go and get one?
You can.
You have 5 seconds.
Who else did we play in the cup? Oh, Crystal Palace. We just always play Crystal Palace.
Just always Crystal Palace.
We lost to Spurs.
Yeah, we lost to Spurs.
Right, I've got a crayon and an envelope.
A crayon?
And then we played Brighton, didn't we? That was the only game I missed.
Brighton.
Oh, that was a squeaky bum game. I don't know why I just spelled that really loudly.
Squeaky bum game. Yeah.
We've had a lot of squeaky bum games, let's be honest.
We have. We really, really have.
Well,
right. Have we all got an implement of some sort to do this? Yes? Wonderful. I love that you're all shown us like at school, like, Miss, I've got one. And I'm going to write. Perfect. Right. Oh, I haven't numbered them. What am I like? Right. Question number one. Some of these are a mix of try your best, have a go, and some that we will know. Okay. I'll try to be nice. There are 9 players who have played over 1,000 minutes this season.
Oh, you've got a spreadsheet.
But we're not allowed to look at the spreadsheet.
I was going to say it's open in a different tab. The temptation.
Do not look.
I won't move.
Okay, so there are 9 players who've played over 1,000 minutes this season. Who are they? And you get a point for each. So you don't have to get all 9. So just write them down. Yes, Emily?
Is it just the league or cup as well?
Yes.
This will just be. Let me check the
league.
Yeah. Yes, so just WSL. Just WSL. All stats have been taken from FB Ref. So if anything's wrong, blame them, not me. Okay.
Oh, my crayon's not working.
How does the crayon not work?
Oh, I love that.
How many have I written?
I've all of a sudden now forgotten all of the players that play for us.
9, yes.
Does it count if they're in order?
Oh yeah, this is taking up the whole of my post-it note.
So if this helps, it's only the ones who have actually made an appearance. So if they've just been on the bench or named in the squad, but haven't actually got on the pitch. Okay, so we're just talking minutes. So narrow it down. Who's always been on that starting 11?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a different question.
All the wingers.
9 people.
Remember? We played all the wingers at one time.
Okay, so put some wingers down then. Maybe that'll help.
Trying to remember how high people up are on my list. Because I think that's the order I've got it in. I think that's the column that's filtered.
I'm no good at this.
It's just name 9 players. It's okay.
I think I'm quite confident with mine.
Okay.
Rachel Corsi, Lucy Stanleyford.
Hold on. Are we just talking Villa
No.
players? Oh,
Gary's
right.
taking the
Okay then. Okay,
No.
Gary, you confused me then.
No, Gary's putting the cat amongst the pigeons. Don't listen to him.
6, 7.
Yeah, Tracy, we are just talking about Villa players.
No, we're not.
No, so let's right. This is a Villa quiz, but we're not talking about the answers. We're writing them down, and we'll talk about the answers at the end.
Are they Villa players? Are we talking about just Villa players?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Tracy, you do know this is a Villa podcast, don't you?
Yeah,
No,
Gary
but
was
I
just
thought it was just a WSL quiz. No. So it's Villa players.
Yeah, Gary was just
Villa
naming
quiz.
the ones that played least.
And there are 9.
9.
Although
Right.
actually, I don't.
Right. So the question
Makes it a
is,
lot easier.
I know. Right. So 9 Villa players have played over 1,000 minutes. Who are they?
Okay, then, right.
And just to confirm, every question in this quiz will be about Aston Villa Women.
Okay, now I'm with it. Right.
Not the men.
One of those.
Definitely
Do men
not
play
men.
football? Men got a football team. Have they?
They have this thing once a week where they like kick something
Oh, do
around.
they try? Oh, that's cute.
Is that
That's cute.
they give it a go? Yeah. Oh, Freya, I'm still struggling. I'm gonna give up.
Okay.
Hold on, I've got 4. Hold on.
You've got 4. Right. Okay.
I've got
I've got 8. I'm not convinced, but
Oh, it might be. When did Paola get injured? Oh, I don't know what to do.
I'll give you a clue. It's not Paola.
How do you know the answers?
Because I sat and
Oh,
worked
who's
out their conversion rates.
Oh.
You geek. But
I
that's
could
what
be wrong. I'm going off.
That's true.
memory.
Exactly. You could be influencing people now.
I mean, yes, it's Paola.
Double bluff.
Okay. We'll have one more minute then I will have to.
Okay.
Double bluff.
there we go.
Okay.
Hold on.
Is question 2 going to be a long answer?
Nope.
My post-it notes are like this big.
Question 2 is a number. So
Okay, that's a.
Okay, I've got 9.
while we're waiting, I'll just read out. You've got 9.
I've got 9.
Okay. Miri put a post saying the mentality of this team got us all through it, and we've really been through it this year. The character we all had to bounce back after what felt like never-ending lulls and finally showing what we're about. Thank you to the love from the fans. We couldn't have done it without you. You cannot write us off. 25 out till next season. Absolutely, Mary.
That was the question.
Okay.
I was like, where's the number? 25.
No, I said
25
while
out.
we're waiting, this is where it's closed.
I'm 5 now.
No, right. This is question number 2. This is question number 2. On the 15th of December, the last game before the winter break, how many points did we have? Prompting Emily's famous quote, if we still have something points by February, we're in trouble. So the 15th of December, the last game before the winter break, how many
No
points did we
cheating.
have? No cheating.
I'm
Prompting
hoping Emma got
Emily's
it right
famous
earlier.
quote.
We still had that many points in February, so
I don't know.
we should have been worried.
Oh.
So if everyone just
I might
says
reference
when
that
they're
in
done. You read
Yeah,
it.
just whack it in the bottom. Why not? It's the only thing I can Harvard reference properly. So
Oh, I see what you meant.
Right, has everyone got an answer? Yeah. Okay. We did mention this earlier, so if you were listening, Natalia Arroyo joined us this year, and we can see what a fantastic job she's done. But match was our first with her in charge. So which
I
match
assume you
was
mean
the
in
first?
charge and present, not just in charge.
Yeah, so she was physically, she did the tactics, she set them up. So her first game. Yes. Lovely clarification, Nick. Thank you.
I say because
Wait,
then
now I'm
there was-
confused.
So they announced her, but she wasn't in the country, was she? Do you remember?
she was not. No, it doesn't mean.
Oh, okay. So I have got the right
know.
match. I have got the right match. Just threw me off.
Oh,
Thanks,
right.
Nick.
I do apologize.
How d-
Okay. Has everyone got an answer?
I'm just
Yeah.
going to pick a team because I can't remember. Right, okay, next.
Okay.
It wasn't Charlton.
Number four. We all know we won the last 5 games, but how many games before that did we lose in a row?
Oh, Freya.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Hang on. When did we play Man United? Was that this year or last year? No, it was last year.
I think it was that.
I'm going to go backwards.
Man United was the 23rd of March.
Oh, no, I meant the other one.
That one was November.
Oh, I don't know.
That's
I'm going to put this, but I think it's wrong.
Okay. Has everyone got a number down? Is that your Villa flag of surrender? I don't know the answer. Help. Okay, everyone ready for the next one?
Yeah, sure.
This this is a fun one. So this is a guess one, okay? At one point, Rachel Daly really loved to battle the offside flag. But how many times was it raised against her this season? So
2 minutes.
Rachel Daly versus the offside flag. How many times was it raised against
Well,
her
in the
this
Bristol game, it was at least 3 times.
season? A good thing we're only doing the league then, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, because
Um,
he scored loads of goals and they kept giving them offload.
Yeah. Oh, that was fun.
Oh,
She was laughing though, wasn't she? She was laughing.
well, I've got a wedding to pay for or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's wrong. I don't think it's a round number. I'm scribbling that out.
Well, it's not going to be a decimal,
I'm
is
just
it?
going to say a random number.
No, but I mean like a nice number.
13.5.
45.7.
I mean like a nice number.
A nice number.
An odd or an even number.
You think of
Well, now I've gone for odd, which I don't really like.
I've gone for even.
have we all got a number?
Yeah.
Oh. What is, I don't know. Right, we've got 1, 2, 3 more questions. 3 more questions. Don't worry. Okay, number 6. This should hopefully be a bit easier. We had 11 different goal scorers this season. Who were they?
Oh my God.
So 11 people scored on the team this season. Who
Right.
were they? It's from the whole season.
11.
11.
Oh, my post-it notes aren't big enough for this.
All the
1,
ones.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
9.
2 more. Why do you have many post-it notes, Emma?
I don't know. I think they were
more
big ones that I
surprising.
cut up because I'm a bit stupid.
Brilliant.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh,
8, 9.
Did Sarah score? Sorry.
No.
I can't tell you
Oh,
that.
she
can I?
never.
Because that was by the logic of the quiz.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Missy
5,
definitely
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
10.
10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10.
My spreadsheet's not helping me like mentally because I've grouped together goals and assists. So
Are you cheating on you looking at your spreadsheet?
No, I'm trying to think what it
cheating.
looks like.
That's cheating.
No, just goals, no assists. Just goals.
Look, my hands are here. I'm not looking.
11. Yeah.
11. Yeah, 11 different scorers.
I've only got 9.
No, I don't think it's that person. Oh,
Bonus points if you know how many they scored.
no.
I've remembered another one.
What did you say about how many they scored?
How many?
I said bonus. So you get a point for each one you mention, but you get a bonus point if you know how many
Oh, I
they have
know
scored.
these answers.
I don't know what it
See?
is, but
Just
Oh, how many did
Jordan, two,
Gary scored?
Oh,
3 or 2?
Oh.
1. So glad I was a geek earlier.
Right, I'm done.
Okay. Everyone else?
I've only got 10.
hang on 1
players.
second.
I'm gonna just. I don't
Okay.
think she scored, but I'm just gonna write it down.
Emma, what are you doing? As a
I'm sticking them. I'll show you after the quiz because I've got all my answers on, but I'm sticking them at the top of my laptop. Otherwise, I'll lose.
right, okay. Because every couple of minutes it was just like, what are you doing? Okay.
19,
Right.
21.
Last
Is this question 7?
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
As in the next one. Is the next one question 7?
How many questions are there? Just
yes. So 7 has a part A and a
Okay.
part B.
Oh, what?
Maybe a part C.
It's fine, I'll post it next.
And then there's a question 8.
Okay.
Okay, are we all good to move on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 7A. We know we only got 1 red card this season because we mentioned it earlier. But we got 30 yellows. Who got the most yellow cards this season? So we know who got the 1 red, but who got the most yellows?
I just realised I've got my goals wrong.
Oh, I've just. Oh, no. What have I just done? You just
Who
went
got the
with.
most yellows?
Yeah, the most yellow cards.
Oh.
Did Dan score?
I'm going back to question 6. I think I've just remembered somebody scored. I'm going to take somebody off.
Oh. Okay. Have we all got someone for the most yellows? Yeah. Okay. Part B. Can you name a player who didn't pick up a single yellow? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 players did not pick up a yellow card. You just need to give me 1.
Really?
So a player who did not pick up a single yellow card. I have 8 to choose from. I just need 1.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh no.
Let's go for that person.
Might as well.
What a
That
mind
person.
blank. I can't even remember who plays in our midfield.
Are you still trying to figure out who scored?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I've
I'm
put
going to go
random
for this
numbers next to.
I don't think she got a yellow.
Okay. Right. Have we all got someone who didn't get a yellow?
Think so.
Okay. Good.
Is there
Right.
a part C?
Question.
Okay.
Not a part C, no.
Perfect.
So this is question 8, part A, which in my accent saying 8 is not the it is. It's the same noise. It's the same sound. Okay. First one. If people have been looking at our stats, you will know this one. How many goals did we concede this season?
Too many.
So 8A, how many goals did we concede this season? Because we weren't known for keeping that
I
many.
don't even know what our final goal difference was.
It wasn't
still-
actually 2.
What was it? Still minus, so it must have been.
Yeah.
I can offer you that number. Our final goal difference
Was
was
it
minus 12.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. It wasn't.
yeah, because we kept having.
I'm guessing
Wait, so if I've got to go based off of how many goals I said everyone scored.
That's because it do not count up every game. Just have a think. So how many goals did we concede?
I'm gonna say.
You manage?
Stop falling! Silly sausage.
Loudest you've ever been, Emma. Shouting at your screen. Okay, and again, let me know when you've all got this.
Sorry.
I don't have a number.
Okay,
I forgot the
think of
question.
one.
Oh, I do have
How
a number.
many goals
actually.
did we concede?
Sorry. I've guessed.
Give you another 15 seconds or not.
She's
Can't do
number
maths.
17. Sorry.
Ebony,
Salmon.
salmon, running down the
The
wing,
next
salmon.
is how many we scored.
Hear the Villa sing, salmon.
Right. So that was it. 8B.
Oh.
How many shots did Sabs save?
Oh, bloody hell.
How many saves did Sabs make this season?
Oh my God.
You're not quite a lot. I might
It was
just put
quite a lot.
that. Quite a lot. Do we get a half point?
I can confirm it's a 2-digit number
Yeah,
if that
quite a
helps.
lot,
anyone.
I've written quite
That's
a lot.
at least 10 then.
Ebony.
Yes. At least 10, at most 99.
Yeah.
So that's
Salmon,
Hear the villain sing.
salmon.
She's on number 17.
These sticky notes aren't very sticky.
Oh, Emma. You're funny.
I'm here for the entertainment purposes only, I think. That's all I'm here for.
That's true. That's true. Okay, have we all got a number
Sure.
for Sabs? Okay, would anyone like any questions
is that
repeating?
I thought that was number 9.
Oh, no. It was an A and an 8B. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so does anyone want anything repeating?
No.
Okay. Okay, so question 1. Remember, there's a point for each correct
Is there a
answer.
prize?
My unconditional love and support.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, so there are 9 players who've played over
Are
1,000
there
minutes.
potentially 9
Would
points in this
anyone-
question?
A potential
Yeah,
9
right,
points,
okay.
yes. Yes. Anyone want to
Yes,
shout
I
out some
do.
names?
I think I know them. I'm such a goon. I
Okay,
think
Nick, come on
it's
then.
Sabs, Rachel,
Yep,
Patsy,
yep,
Jordan,
yep,
Chastity,
yep.
Maritz,
Mhm.
Parker,
Yep.
Turner,
Yep.
and Hanson.
Yep.
Oh.
And in the correct order
No
as well.
way,
Well
she's
done, you.
cheating.
I'm not. It's the
That's someone with a
She's just
spreadsheet.
geeking out.
no. I don't have a spreadsheet. It's Emily with a spreadsheet.
I wasn't looking at my spreadsheet.
Right,
I'm-
sorry, can you repeat those, please, so I can tick them off?
I can.
Sabs.
I can.
Chrissy, you got on
So,
9.
Sabs,
Right,
so Sabs, Rachel
Yeah.
Daly,
Hold on.
Patsy,
hold on.
Jordan.
Okay, yeah,
Don't
Holding.
forget.
Okay, so Jordan, Chastity,
yeah.
Noelle,
Oh, okay.
Lucy Parker,
Yeah.
Dan
Yeah.
Turner, Kirsty Hansen.
I got 6.
6 is good.
I
Well
got 7.
Also,
good.
we're
Very
letting
good.
2 of those go.
I know.
Stop it.
I know.
Stop it.
Can't.
Stop it.
I know. We're positive. End on a positive. Number 2. if we still have how many points?
10.
5.
I put 9.
10.
9.
Only purely because
What?
of what Emma said earlier.
9
I
points.
thought it was a lot lower than that.
I don't remember.
No, so we had 9 points after the win on the 15th of December.
Okay.
I thought it was.
And no, we had 10 in the February. And then that's when we were like,
That's what it
we've
is.
only,
Okay.
we've only added 1. So that's where that came from.
That's
Yes.
where that
So that one was 9, question
Okay.
2. Natalia's first game in charge, properly in charge when she was physically there, was
Chelsea?
anyone?
See.
Chelsea.
Chelsea, very good. Okay, number 4. We all know we've won the last 5 games, but how many did we lose in a row before that?
4.
I put
Did we-
5.
I put 7.
6.
Oh.
6.
Who was the
6.
6th one? That's not helpful because you don't know what my 5 were.
The 6 were, I can tell you, it was Man City, Chelsea, Leicester, Everton, Palace,
Oh, I
and
forgot
United.
about Everton in that run. I told you I'd wipe that game from my memory.
Yeah. Hey, Danny's smashing it here. Chelsea home. 5. Close, Danny. Close. Very good. Thank you for joining in as well. Everyone in the chat, everyone watching should be putting their answers in the chat because we we want to know what you've got. Right, so that was number 4. Number 5, this was Rachel Daly versus the offside flag. How many times was it raised against her?
10.
I put
13.
70.
4,272.
Close, Gary. It was 14.
Oh wow! Literally,
No.
14.
What did you put, Nick?
14.
I put. Well, I thought I put
Yeah.
7, but I actually put 6. I can't read my own writing apparently.
Actually, get out.
Yeah,
Oh,
14
it's 7
times
that remotely
Rachel got
like-
offside.
Each other.
They don't. I was reading the one above. I
It's
was
just a
like,
joke of why I was
my answer above. I put 7.
Just numbers everywhere. Okay, number 6. We had 11 different goal scorers this season. Who were they?
Rachel.
11 different goal
Lost.
scorers. Okay, anyone want to shout out some
Rachel.
names?
Rachel Daly.
Rach Daly.
Kirsty.
Yeah,
Chastity.
Kirsty
Chastity,
Hansen.
Ah,
Chastity, Kirsty,
Dream.
Ebbs,
Lucy Parker.
Ebony,
Parker.
Chastity.
Lucy Parker,
Jordan.
yep,
Patsy.
Chastity, yeah.
Patsy,
Mars Pacheco!
Maz,
Mas Pacheco, yeah.
Yes.
Jordan.
Gabby, Kenzo, and Dre.
You said that.
Gabby.
You said that very quietly, Gary. I didn't quite
Jordan.
get
Dream
it.
Kenza.
Dre and
Ah,
Kenzo.
right, okay. I think we have got everyone, so let's just double check.
Gabby, Kenzo,
So-
and Drew.
Did anyone want some bonus points for how many they
Yes.
Can you,
scored?
can you
by the
just
way?
call out the
Yes.
names again, please, Freya?
I haven't actually done it yet. I was just
Thank
about
you,
to do it, but I
Freya.
was going to do it with the other bits.
Okay.
I believe
Okay,
Rachel has scored 8.
perfect.
She's
Kirsty
cheating.
has scored 3.
Kirsty,
Yeah, 3.
yeah.
Ebony
Cheating.
4.
Yeah.
Ebony 4,
Chastity 4.
Yeah.
Jordan, Gabby, and Patsy 2.
Jordan. Gabby.
no.
No.
Jordan's only
Gabby
scored 1, I think.
2, Gabby 2, Patsy 2, Jordan only 1.
Oh, I got Jordan wrong. Okay, Lucy, Maz, Kenza 1.
Yeah,
Dre.
Kenzo
3.
only scored 1.
and 3 with Dree. Yeah.
Oh, I
So
lost
just
one.
to
Oh,
just to
Kenza
go over
wrong.
then. So Rachel Daly scored 8 goals, Chastity 4, Ebony 4, Kirsty 3, Dree 3, Patsy 2, Gabby 2, Jordan 1, Lucy P 1, Maz 1, and Kenza 1.
I thought Kenzo had scored 2.
Ah,
I
so
put
it
1
was
for Jordan and changed it to a fucking 2. What's that?
Oh, Freya, sorry, I'm a little bit too slow. Was Kenza one of them, yeah?
Yes.
Kenza, yes, yeah,
And Jordan was one of them.
Yeah.
yeah.
Was Missy Bow one of them?
No.
No.
Oh, I got 10.
10. Hey,
Oh.
10's good though.
I didn't
So it was a point per person and then a point per correct number of goals if you did want to join in with that one. very good indeed. Okay, so 7-part A was who got the most yellow cards this season?
Miri Taylor.
Miri.
No else, you got a ban.
No,
Oh, yeah.
God's sake.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
she got a ban. Yes, good. Well done. Part B was the player who didn't pick up a single yellow.
Gabby.
I put Stan.
Maz.
I put Hanson, but I wish I'd have put like Maltby or
I was going to put
Caitlin
Talbot.
or
yeah.
something. 'Cause I wanna-
Now, I can confirm
No, whole person here tour.
on FB Ref, which I'm going through.
What is his name?
FB Ref, or the stats website. So you could have had Kirsty Hansen, Paula Tomas, Ebony Salmon, Sarah Mailing.
Oh, yeah, because Paula got straight red.
Paula got a red, not a yellow. Yeah.
Paula got straight red, yeah. Dree, Kenza, Rachel Maltby, Caitlin Talbot, Lydia Salloway, and Rachel Corsi.
Oh, so Stan got a yellow.
Gabby Nisha got a yellow.
Stan's got like 4 yellows.
Stan's got 3.
Oh, 4, 3, yeah. She's got a couple, hasn't she?
Oh, Dree got a yellow in a cup
Did you
game.
say
Stan's
that?
got 3. Did I say who? Sorry.
Maz.
Maz got 1. Maz has got 1.
Oh.
So these are the people who didn't get any. So no yellows at all.
Of course he would have been a
Sure, it's a fair tour. Didn't pick up a yellow card.
Well, no, because she wasn't here, so she wasn't involved.
Well, she was the first half of the season. But it says she didn't go out alone until Christmas.
No, she's not. Well, and she also didn't make. Well, no, but she didn't play.
She didn't make an appearance, yes.
There's no, so she wouldn't have counted. So these are only for people who actually stepped on the pitch. Who actually played,
Still part of the squad. Didn't pick up a yellow card.
but only minutes played. So no, she would not have been a viable answer, unfortunately. Okay, number 8 then, last one. How many goals did we concede?
44.
I put 43.
Now, there is a
43.
difference, and I will give you both 43 and 44 because
Of the own goal. I forgot about
so, FB Ref has 43, which should be all of ours. However, according to all of the other stats in the table, as it appears in the table, it does say 44. So I will go for both of them. So 43 or 44 will be acceptable.
8.5.
Not that one. Just half of the line. Half of the line is enough, as we saw in the World Cup. Part B then. How many goals did Sabs save this season?
quite a lot.
I put 58.
33.
I put 68.
Oh, so we had a 58,
That must be the
68.
4,272.
Oh, close again, Gary. Close again. Tracy, did you have one for this one?
Yeah, I said 33, which is
33.
obviously way off. Yeah.
Nick's the closest.
What did you say?
Nick was only off by 2
Get out.
for 56.
Get out.
Oh.
56.
No, I don't like
I was just averaging like 3 a game, and then I took some off when she went off injured.
I think we know who the winner is.
Well, hey,
Now I need to use my
Do I get a
calculator.
point for closest then, or just,
you can have half a point for closest because you were
I
really
put quite a lot.
But you
Quite a
didn't
lot
use a
is-
2-digit number. That was specified in the question. A 2-digit number. There we go.
1, 2,
Like to all count up your scores, and we'll just double check.
another 1.
You will receive
24, I think. That's 21. 22, 23, 24. 24. We're going to go with 24 anyway.
Very good. Anyone want to share their points?
33.
24.
Good. Good effort, Nick.
35.5.
35.5. I love it. I love it. But yes, thank you. That brings us to the end of our season quiz. Thank you very much for getting
I got
That
16.
was fun.
I don't like quizzes.
I was really bad at the last one though. Really, really bad. Like I
It's
didn't
just a
even
fun
guess
one,
the
Quincy,
answers out
don't
loud.
worry.
I literally, I'm so glad that I sat and did. Just in case you wondered, the person who has converted the most shots into goals is Chastity with a 29% conversion rate.
Oh, well, there you go. Hey, what a talent she is that were brought into our squad. And of course, because this is our last episode before the summer, before we come back, we've mentioned before that we need defenders in this window. But what would you like Natalia and the club to really put forward during the summer break? And what do we need to see apart from Maz agreeing to come back? So yeah, has anyone got any ideas?
Defenders.
So defenders, have we got any players in mind that anyone would like to see come in?
Vanessa Gilles.
Vanessa Gilles would be a good
And
one.
Danielle van der Donk and Ellie Carpenter, all three of them.
Yes, because there's rumours
yeah.
that they're leaving Lyon. Very good. I mean, we'll be happy.
I think it's feasible.
I think so. Yeah. Let's get another petition. Nick, get it going. I love it. And of course, big question: do we keep Joe Byings if we can?
Hopefully.
Yes. Hopefully.
I think keep her on loan for another year.
Yeah, I think it's more likely a second loan.
Another loan. Another loan for another year. Okay, yeah, possibly.
I think we do need.
Danny's put Lynn Vilms as being released by Wolfsburg. Could that be someone? Centre back, right back. Yeah.
We do need more midfield depth as well, though, I think.
Yes, because again, we're losing so much quality, aren't we? So we mentioned before, but we've still got Daly, Staniforth, Meerling, Parker, Hansen to be decided. Hopefully they will all stay. However, if not, then there's a lot of rebuilding to do.
I think we also need
that'll hinder her.
An experienced backup goalkeeper that we can call on if we need to.
Stabs breaks her face again.
Yeah,
that would be good.
Like I would like to see Stabs continue to start for us. But I think we need someone that's experienced to step up if required.
It's having that confident second, isn't it? So Sabs isn't being forced to play all the minutes when she can't.
Also, wild card. I don't know what Musovic is doing when she's had her baby, but like she could come sit on our bench.
Well, can we not have Paul back?
Well, yeah, as well.
Yeah, we'd love Sophia back. Yeah, absolutely. Because of course now with London City coming up, hopefully her loan will end and she's on her way back to us. But what if Michelle Khan goes, hey, here's some money.
We also have.
We're talking about how
a big goal.
But to me, Sophia Poor needs to have her chance to actually get her experience. You know, everybody said Hannah was going to go to Chelsea to sit on the bench. Hannah got her chance. She got the game wrong.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
And now she's a number one line.
Sophia needs her chance.
Yeah.
You know, she went from she's only going now to keep the bench warm to see you later, Mary Earps.
Yeah. And as much as we want Sophia back, I'd love for her to be back and actually get minutes and actually get time. And if she's not going to have that, then another loan out to a team that do need her, do want her, and will give her that experience. So it's a tough one, isn't it? Because you want the best for the players, but you don't want to lose them in the same.
Do you think we'll see Georgia Mullet out on loan again next year?
Hopefully not.
Because she scored I saw a post fairly recently in Southampton saying that she'd scored their first.
I don't think she's done particularly well at Southampton. I don't think we'll see her back.
So maybe another championship loan, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if Natalia would.
I don't know if she'd fit in the two up top.
I don't think she's
like she wouldn't start.
No. And again, there's all the questions of, we want to bring the youth through, we want to keep them through, but do they fit the system and how it's going to go moving forward? But feeling positive about the summer, and all of these transfer expectations. And we've gone on a lot longer than we usually do because of our quiz. So what we'll do, we'll wrap that up. But has anyone got any final thoughts about the season? Anything they want to share? Anything they want to sum up? Or hopes for the summer that we haven't mentioned so far? Anyone?
Let's hope they keep the fight, keep the passion.
Yep.
Bring it all into the new season.
Yeah.
And have a better one than we did this season.
Yeah, because imagine if we start next season at the high that we ended this one on, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with. I think. Yeah, perfect. Anyone else? Any final ones?
They're a massive.
Everywhere we go.
Wishing our international players a good summer and happy that Missy has got a senior call up.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Lucy Parker not involved, which was quite sad. But yeah, fantastic chance for Missy to prove herself in these next 2 games. Nations League coming up, and then of course the Euros in the summer. But yeah, we wish all our international players well, and just thank you to everyone who has watched, listened, got involved in the chat, and just really made our first season of this podcast very, very enjoyable. So yeah, we'll leave that one there. But again, massive thank you to everyone. The channel will be posting now and again, especially on socials. But you can follow us at the fan club. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow the whole 115 yards for more general football content over the summer, with lots of Euro stuff coming up. So yeah, once again, thank you. Good evening, and we'll see you